They don't really do that until they have to do that, which means that they're divorced twice, got 7 kids, and ugly, and fat, and overweight, and in their 50s. As far as meeting a match, didn't do that. But I did meet some really awesome women, some really cool girlfriends.
They don't have a problem in the woman department. But these men are not having an issue with women when they're desirable.
A lot of females out there, they don't like this because traditionally they've been the one who got babied and pampered. But it actually, if you go way back in the ancient days, the man was the prize.
Welcome back to More to Life. Before I get into this video, like, comment, subscribe. Also, smash that notification bell just to be sure you get on my videos as soon as I release them. Let's get into this.
They can't find men to come to this event. Then I started thinking about it and I was like, I don't know.
First, let me say, you're going to look amazing in that dress, baby. That dress eats down. Unfortunately, though, you correct about men and speed dating. I did one speed dating event. I live in the Washington, D.C. area. And let's just say that the men who are at speed dating events are the men who have to be at speed dating events. So I would just say that kind of take it with a grain of salt. If the marketing team and the event coordinators and planners and stuff, they're really advertising towards men and really marketing to them, then maybe there is a good chance they also might be offering them some discounts. Because $150 is a lot of money. And unfortunately, men don't feel the same pressure or the same like inclination to want to do singles mixers and speed dating events like that to meet a partner. They don't really do that until they have to do that, which means that they're divorced twice, got 7 kids, and ugly, and fat, overweight, and in their 50s, because that's who was at my speed dating event. Also, if you first of all, you paid $150, so your event needs to be real nice. I paid $20 for my ticket, and our host had talking points. So we each had like a little sheet, maybe like 5 questions or something like that, that when we got to a new person, we can kind of like ask them one of those talking point questions to help facilitate conversation. And I'm pretty sure each of us had a different paper. So when you meet a person, those 10 questions between the two of you that you guys can talk about and ask. I think we maybe had 2 or 3 minutes per person. If your event is going to be 50 people, like per like man, 50 men, 50 women, I doubt y'all are going to rotate through all 50 people, because that's a lot. 3 minutes with 50 people? I ain't no mathematician, but it's not a lot of time. So for our event, it was a venue. They had food and drink. And we did like icebreaker type of things. We did group and like team kind of things, so that we were all kind of mixing and mingling. And then it was kind of like sandwiched between the speed dating itself. And then we also did some type of little icebreaking. That's not icebreaking at that point. We did some type of little socially type of game thing after that. So it was real cool. Overall, I'll give my speed dating experience a 7 out of 10. The host is really good, really well organized. As far as meeting a match, didn't do that. But I did meet some really awesome women, some really cool girlfriends.
Yes, women. I'm a lesbian.
We exchanged numbers and made plans to hang out afterwards. So I hope that you have a really great time. You're going to look amazing. But I would just like have fun with it. You're going to meet some interesting people for sure. But I wouldn't go into it with a really high expectation of like, oh, I'm gonna meet my man. I mean, you can if you want to, but I think that would just be my advice, is not to do that, because you could end up like disappointed.
Wow, you heard what she said? I went there and met some cool girlfriends. I'm getting tired of hearing that. I'm getting tired of that being the narrative. Why are you going there? I know why. This is why most men don't go, because it doesn't make sense. And she's right. You're not going to find that 6-foot guy there. Now, you know what I think happens? Some events, they get like a sprinkle, like 1 or 2 or 3 6-foot guys. I think they go just to play games. They say, oh yeah, we the pick of the litter. You tall? Bro, come over to speed dating events. I'm telling you, you'll be knocking them down in 3 days. You think they're not? These women are willing to give their seed to these guys. So is it really finding love? What are you doing there? What are these ladies doing? They go there, they see the 6-foot guys, probably get them to impregnate them, have a seed, and go, voila, I got a tall baby. And that's all I get. But I'm still single. It's wild.
Ain't no desirable man going to no speed dating event. I don't know who need to hear that, but before y'all keep wasting y'all money and time going to these speed dating events, Don't do it if you expecting men that you would actually want to be there, because they're not.
Well, I gotta stop it though, because the last girl said there's no desirable men. She's saying that as well. What do you mean by that? I feel like Drewski right now. You know, Drewski be like, what do you mean by that? But I say that because the guy's short, he's not desirable. That's like, I'll be real, I'm a short king, right? Look at me. So I go to a single event just how I am right now, in the same exact gear I have on. My blazer, t-shirt, maybe throw on some jeans, go there just chilling. This is why I would never go to a speed dating event. Why? When I know on the streets, and most guys that are like me think this way as well, because they know they still want a man that's high value. So yes, it all works. It still works. It doesn't matter about the height. They go, okay, the funds are there. Yeah, he can get it. I can have his baby. The funds are there. But what do you mean by that? Of course, some men are desirable. They're just not tall. But I guess not desirable to y'all.
If there are any men there at all, they're definitely not going to be the type of man that you would want. They're going to be undesirable, but they won't be actual top tier, attractive men with things going for themselves. You know why? Because if a man is actually desirable, why would he need to come to a speed dating event? He wouldn't. Desirable men get women constantly, whether it's walking out the house, going to the store, going to the gym, going to school. They don't have a problem in the woman department. See, y'all having a problem in the men department, which is why you're at a speed dating event. But these men are not having an issue with women when they're desirable.
Real talk.
They don't have a problem getting girls.
Woo!
You have a problem getting men.
Woo!
And that's something that you need to work on. But as far as going to these speed dating events and thinking that you're going to meet actual men that you would want, they're not going to be there. You'll be good if you even get any men there at all, even the ones that nobody wants.
Cooking up garbage.
Wow. She cooked. Sorry, Dana. Sorry, you cooked. You're right. Why is this happening? So much talk. Even Dana just made this video, what, 3 days ago? It's wild because it needs to be said, because so many delusional. Think about it. I know some of you guys going, wow, more speed dating talk. Some of you guys go, oh, maybe it's not real. It's not going to be something real talking about speed dating, but it is. It's happening. This is a constant nightmare for these ladies because they're creating it. And man, if I love seeing it. I love seeing the camaraderie right now in this day and age. I do. Because so many men have woken up. And if they're going and guys are still not getting men when they're holding the line. That has to be what's happening.
Hey, what's going on TikTok? It's the Bad Wolf. Sorry if I sound a little raspy. I just woke up and getting ready to start work in a minute. But I've seen a couple of YouTube videos where some legitimate, really nice women, some girls, young ladies were going to a speed dating event and no guys showed up, okay? So I made similar videos on this before, but I'm going to recap this for those. Hopefully they'll see them or you guys can spread the word. Now, as a, I guess, regular dude, let me tell you guys why that is and what's going on. We all by at this point in time should have heard about the soft guy era and that, guys basically want to be treated like women are being treated. Now, understand this. As guys don't want to be treated like women. Okay? And what started off as, satire and poking fun became reality for many men out there and many women dealing with it. And even in some in relationships. So I digress to say that men don't want to be treated like women. Some legitimately do want to be treated like women. But really it is that they're not trying to be women, and there are some men out there who are trying to be women. So that's all fine and acceptable. Do whatever you want to do. For a lot of females out there, they don't like this because traditionally they've been the one who got babied and pampered. But it actually, if you go way back in the ancient days, the man was the prize. The woman's family had to come up with an endowment, a chest, and present it to the man to see if he would even take her, like if that she was worthy and she had to bring something. Her family had to have land. Okay, the guy was the prize. Now, in this modern day and age, it doesn't really matter which way you want to go. Men can be prized, women can be prized. You guys should actually really prize each other if we're going to really balance the scales here. But one of the reasons why, sorry about the chimes.
Yeah, those chimes were killing me. I know he's thinking like, man, why did it have to go off now? You should have moved them, brother.
Unless you like them, then of course they're soothing and beneficial. But one of the reasons why this is going on in this modern day is because guys have, in this economy especially, it's no longer take a woman out to dinner or breakfast or whatever else, and it's cheap or efficient, it's effective, it's okay. Like, I'm only going to spend $20 or $30. It's like by yourself, you're spending $20, $25, and then you get all the drinks and all the extra things that she wants and whatever else, and you're looking at $100, $150. And in this economy, that is just not a sustainable thing. And then if you're trying to date multiple women, and then women go, oh, you're dating multiple women? Well, yeah, but multiple women or females
dating multiple guys.
Are dating multiple guys out there. I've seen women out there saying, I've never seen a guy say he went a whole week or a whole month without having to pay for food because he had that many dates.
Yep.
I've seen women post that. So women are dating more than one
Booty
guy.
calls. Yeah.
But here's the thing. A lot of women, though they're going on multiple dates with different dudes, they only want the top 1 to 2% of guys, which then means the majority of females out there are dating your alphas and your sigma males. So you guys are sharing guys. So make it make sense. So you'll play with the low-level functionary guys, the beta males, the bottom feeders, get a little date, get a little D, but then you guys find the top-notch ones, and not all, because there's lots of women out there who have the formula. So you guys, thank you. Sorry for all the things you guys have been through. I know it sucks, but you're here now, and you have the knowledge and foresight. Another thing, ladies, is that you guys have to watch.
It's funny. He's right. Other ladies who are not bad, they're struggling. I said it before. You got, in some way, you gotta drop the proverbial, what do you call it? Handkerchief. You do. You have to drop the handkerchief and let me know I'm different. Show you're different.
Watch out. You guys have this knack for listening to other women and thinking that all other women, because you guys have vajajays, that they're going to be in your corner and they have your best interest in mind, whether they're old or young. That is not the case. You guys know as well as other women that there are, just like men, people out there with mental health illness. Why are you listening to somebody? Why are you listening to another female who's not where you want to be and does not have a good track record of dating or success? It's not about dating multiple people and getting over on some guys because, oh, some guy hurt you in the past. Women have hurt me in the past. Women have abused me in the past, okay? I'm not going to let that say that all women are trash or all females are, no, it's not.
Wow. You heard what he said? Because most men are like this. We don't blame what one person did on the others. If I would have did that, I would have never found my wife. You got to keep searching. You got to keep trucking. You got to keep trying. Like any guy that goes through some kind of pain in his life and then says, because there are guys that do that. That's why I'm saying this. And then turn around and says, all women are trash. No, all women are not trash. You just have to find the right one.
It works. Those people were trash. The people who hurt you were trash. You have to be better than that. So, they hurt you, so now you have to be like them. That's what they want. Stop. That's mental health problems, mental health issues. Poor mental health. Stop. So, the whole thing is that, yeah, guys now have figured out that, like, it's expensive And then the needs and demands of average girls out there, not a woman, but girls, full-size females, is this whole princess treatment and calling themselves queens and whatever else, but you have no land to be really called a queen. And you're acting like a princess. Nobody wants a princess.
Wow.
Nobody wants a queen with no queendom. But I have my own house. Yeah, great. Hold on a second. You have a queendom. You have your own house and you pay your own bills. You're supposed to. That's what being an adult is.
Mm-hmm.
That's the bare minimum. And you're not trying to share any of that. You're like, well, yeah, but it's mine. Well, but you want the man to share his? Okay, and here's the thing. You're not supposed to date a ton of dudes and have a high body count. If it happens, it happens. But a guy wants a prize too. And if you're sharing yourself in your OF and whatever else with other dudes, multiple dudes on all dinner dates, and you're smashing all of them, you might have an STD, your kids, you're not bonding, your ability to bond with a good, actual man, a man, not a boy, has been depleted. It goes down. That's why you guys argue so much, because you're not bonding. When you love somebody, you go, oh, well, yeah, I don't really care for that. I'm gonna tell them I don't care for that. We can work on it, and then we can move forward. But you're not bonding because you're sharing yourself, your mind, your body, and the oxytocin that is released when you have a pleasurable sexual experience. That's why when a good dude comes along and you do have a good sexual experience, you're drawn to him. You're like, oh, I don't know, girl. Normally that would bother me, but it doesn't. That's you bonding. But you're giving bits of that to every single guy that gets your panties down. When that happens, your body goes, well, I guess we're just not going to bond with anybody. I guess that's where we're at. And then until you have a higher amount released, which is why you keep serial dating, smash me, until you find that right guy. But really, it should be you reserving yourself to find the right guy. Now, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't have any experience or shouldn't take care of yourself. But really, like me, put myself out there, like you take care of yourself. You don't get...
That's the wild thing. I'm going to end it right there, but that's the brother, James Clovet. Shout out to him. I'm going to actually look up his account and post it in the description, because he's cooking, but he's right in what he's saying. And this is why guys say, I have to become passport bros. Seriously. I didn't know, like, when passport bros became a thing, I said, but I'm the ultimate alpha of the passport bros. I've been, like, when I was hearing passport bros, I'm like, I've been living in the Philippines for 7 years already. Living in the Philippines. Well, it'll be 10 years in November, but going on 10 years. So I said, but I saw, and I know a lot of men are saying now, and I guess I'm kind of like a Moses. I didn't know it was going to be that way. I didn't know I was going to be sort of like a Moses for men in this day and age, but that's what it turned into, because I saw this is what is needed. Everything he's explaining, I saw that 11, 12 years ago. I saw that, and I thought the way he's thinking right now. Then I've always been this way, and it wasn't something that. Well, it was pitting me. It was pitting me from growing up in the hood. Seriously, the music I listened to, everything, the environment I was raised around, it was naturally, don't be a beta. Like, I wasn't trying to be red pill. It was automatically implemented in me from culture. So I saw the environment and I said, I need to go somewhere else. Seriously. And then I saw the cost of living too. And I said, oh no, things aren't looking good. I think I need to go somewhere else. So I did that. And that's what more men are thinking about doing now.
1.4 million American women do OnlyFans. There is absolutely nothing empowering about modern day prostitution. When you choose to sell your body on the internet, what you're doing is you're magnetizing men who are using you on the same frequency, because like attracts like. These are lustful men. These are men that are not looking to take you seriously. They're looking for something transactional, and that's because what you're putting out there energetically is you are looking for a transaction. In life, you can either choose to play the long game or you can choose to play the short game. The decision is yours.
Yes, and so many are not trying to play the long game. That's why they want the man with money. And it's sad because exactly like the last guy was speaking about the dating events and what he spoke on, men can see it all. And ladies have to realize men see us. Men see us for who we are.
Women are best detectives.
They are.
They know everything.
They're 10 steps ahead always.
Yeah. Ain't no woman got to be 10 steps ahead of me because I'm brutally honest.
Are you?
Oh my God, Kevin, where were you?
Oh.
You want me to help you pack your
Oh my God, Kevin.
I'll help you pack your
No.
because you knew what I was when you met me.
Woo!
That wasn't what I was expecting you to say.
Women already be knowing what you did before you did it, so why not be honest? I'm going to create the space for you. Like my mother told me, my mother said, when you're honest with the woman, you give them an option. This is the option. You can love me or love me not. It doesn't matter. I love me.
So you're always honest.
Always.
Yeah.
Babe, you like my makeup? You want me to be honest? No. No, women are...
Now, Kevin Gates, we already know he means well. He changed. He's not of the elk anymore. He's not a Pookie anymore. Yeah, but he was raised with Pookie values, a Pookie mindset. He's been in jail before. Am I saying something's wrong with men who have lived that life? No, because you can change. But I'm going to be real. I don't think like this. Why are you are into real estate? You have clothing lines. You're doing all of these things, these high value things. But you still, when it comes to dealing with women, have a Pookie mindset. You got to work on that, brother. Do better.
I remember reading like a text post about some philosophy professor, and he was like, do you think love is a feeling or a choice? And what it boiled down to was, as you get older, love is a choice. And when you think about it, it's true. Like, you choose to continue maintaining your friendships, right? Distance and life-changing. You choose to keep calling them and reaching out and remember their birthday. It's the same in romantic love, because if love is a feeling, you can't rely on a feeling. Like, think about the last time you were angry. That didn't last forever. The last time you were happy, that's forever. Feelings don't last forever. You cannot rely on a feeling forever. But hearing that love is a choice and not just a feeling was such a huge relief for me, because to do is keep choosing the same person every day. I can do that. If I have to trust myself to feel that same feeling until I die for a person, terrifying. I can't promise that I'll be happy forever. I can't promise that my feelings will remain my feelings through a lifetime, but I can promise to choose someone every day for the rest of my life, the way I choose my friends.
That does make me feel a big relief, because I am so scared of being with someone for the rest of my life. How beautiful is that someone gets to choose you every single day?
That's what love is choosing to care and choosing to show up and choosing to share with the people in your life over and over and over again. Even when it's hard, even when it's easy, even when you're distracted, even when there's a lot of things going on, choosing the people you love and choosing to show up for them and choosing to let them show up for you is love.
Yeah.
She's right, though. She's right. She was cooking, but I know, I wish that mentality, we can put it in a bottle and share it with the world. Share it with all of the women in America. It's like, you release from the bottle. You hear that sound. It's like a soundtrack. It's just holy pianos playing. Like, could you imagine that? Every woman drinking it, they all turn it back into regular ones. They all changed. They wearing dresses. It's like, whoa, what happened with the dating game? They all talking about, no, everybody quits the OnlyFans. They be like, what kind of drug are these women on? They on that drug. Every woman needs it.
Would you rather kiss me or kiss the prettiest girl in the world for $1 million?
$1 million to kiss the prettiest girl in the world?
Yes.
Do I get $1 million if I kiss you?
No, you only get $1 million if you kiss the prettiest girl in the world.
Well, obviously I'd pick the prettiest girl in the world and get $1 million. We'd be rich.
Yes, we would. But did you think to say, I'm the prettiest girl in the world?
You're not. And that's okay. You're a solid 6. A high 6. And you're being selfish right now because we'd be $1 million richer.
Oh, he's like, woman, you're average at best. I'm getting $1 million. You crazy? If she say anything else, it's uncivilized. Anything else would be uncivilized. That pertains to this right here. $1 million. Yeah, God can be sweet, but it's not dumb.
Being gay is expensive, and they don't talk about that. It's expensive. And like, I'm picky with my gay. That's the thing. I'm not gay for everybody. Very picky. Like, when ugly girls find out I'm gay, they be like, you gay? I'll be like, nah. It has absolutely nothing to do with you, no. I'm not dating an ugly guy. I'm not gonna date an ugly girl. That's a waste. If I'm gonna be gay, I need to be top-notch gay. So I went and found me a girlfriend. She's beautiful. And it's crazy because I picked the restaurant for the first date. We met at the restaurant. She was dressed up. I was dressed up. It was cute. We ordered food. She got food. I got food. She got drinks. I got drinks. She was like, let's take shots. I was like, let's take shots. Took shots. She was like, let's get dessert. I was like, baby, let's do it. And then the bill came out, right? And it got quiet like this. Because at that point, we was just two beautiful women sitting across from each other. And I was confused because I was trying to figure out who was paying for it because I knew I wasn't. I was like, I'm not paying for this. I don't know what she's thinking, but I know I'm not. So the waiter came back out to the table. He was like, are you ladies ready yet? I was like, we are not. We have a problem. Give us a second. Let's figure this out. So I looked at her across the table and I was like, well, since I picked the restaurant, I think I should be the judge of this. So I looked at her, and then I looked back at myself, and I was like, well, my titties are bigger than yours. So you the man by default.
Oh, man.
Pay this bill and make sure you tip, sir. And she did. She paid it. She's a great guy. She's a good one.
Oh, man, that's crazy. And that's why she was dressed like that. She was dressed down. You saw her revealing it. She wants to show she has the big boobage. Like, you're a woman. Why are you still? That appeals to men. Like, oh, she's trying to get people to view her. She's trying to keep people interested while they're still filming her. It'll probably work.
Against makeup, I don't like makeup. I'm against makeup. I don't think it's good for women, and I don't think they really need to be using it, honestly. I think it takes away.
That's awesome. Dude,
I mean,
who are you?
I think it takes away from a woman's natural beauty, and also it is so bad for you. Like, you think about how skin absorbs things. When you read the ingredients on a foundation bottle, what is in it? You can't even pronounce it. It's a bunch of crap that you're putting on your face. And that is in turn making your skin worse. So you have to keep buying more foundation to cover up what it's creating.
Yeah, she's right. That's why some ladies, after they put makeup, well, it's really a lot of ladies are doing Botox at young ages now. That's why they're aging at a rapid rate. But still, after age 40, you see more wrinkles on ladies and their face is ruined, you know. Okay, I guess that's why your face is still intact somewhat. Because my wife doesn't wear a ton of makeup. But yeah, makeup is not good. Makeup is not good. It's bad.
Just wear a ton of filter, that's it.
A ton of filter. Yeah, I mean, that's better than having a ton of makeup. A ton of filter. But yeah, she's right.
My dad married my stepsister, and they are now having a baby.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
My stepsister has been in our lives since she was around 3 or 4 years old. Her biological father passed away when she was just a baby, so my dad basically raised her as his own. Growing up, they were always strangely close, and to be honest, it did make me jealous because it was so obvious that he loved her more than he loved me, and I'm his firstborn child. For a little bit of context, I'm a year younger than she is, and since I was like 10 or 11, I have had people come up to me and ask me if there's anything going on between them because they just seem so close. Which genuinely seemed insane to me at the time because I could never picture my father doing something like that or being capable of that. They were constantly together though. Like, he would not allow her to have sleepovers with her friends. And my sisters and I were all allowed to have sleepovers whenever we wanted, but she never stayed the night with anyone. She never really dated anyone, and it was like an unspoken thing, but I remember she walked out with a boy out of school one day and she told me to not tell our dad about it. She then grew up to work with him and she stopped calling him dad.
She said, "Don't tell my dad about it," because she probably wanted to smash someone else. She walked out with the boy to get it in because she wanted to have experience with another guy. Because your dad, you know what song I'm thinking about right now? Is you tired on one accord? And it's probably A minor. Man, that's wild though. But yeah, guys, I can't play the story anymore because it gets worse. The dad ends up being with her, living with her, having a kid with her, get married. Yes, it got that bad. But yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for watching the video. Peace out. See you next video. Guys, if you are not a subscriber yet, I don't know what you're waiting for. You've been watching me probably for a long time. If you watch this far, definitely subscribe. Show me some love. All right. Peace out.